What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. And I want to start this video off with saying it was a really hard fought game between both teams. Yes, they'll look at it in a 16-point game, but it really isn't like that. Um, Now, what I want to first get to is how do you guard KP? Now, I know it's funny to say because all Knicks fans are like, oh, um, he was on our team and he was like averaging like 50 points a game, but like. Still, you get a few years, few injuries down the line, he can still shoot the three ball, and it's at an elite level. The man, you can make him. I think Mitchell Robinson did a way better job from the first game to the second game. He looked at film, he got better. I think there's another level you can get at of guarding him. I just don't know what it is. We need to figure out that. They need to figure out that solution, and that's one of the things I want to bring up. Because if you take him down, it's a great pickup by the Celtics. It's a great pickup because um because of how Jason Tatum gets all these free driving lanes. Same with Jaylen Brown, who is a slasher. He's great when it comes to getting to the paint. Duncan, one of the most athletic players in the league, and you want the paint wide open. And guess who's going to be out there? Mitchell Robinson, one of the best um, interior defenders, and having him glide outside and having Jaylen Brown have an easy path to the hoop. I mean, it's way different than having Robert Williams, where Robert Williams would be stuck in the paint and Mitchell Robinson would be right there, and it'd probably be a block because you can't really go up against Mitchell Robinson. It showed it in this game. You can't really go up against a guy. He's 7 foot. His I mean, there's a lot of stuff to say about Mitchell Robinson that are great things, but he did close out well. I think that's one of the things. He closed out the 3-point shot, which was good. Made up of the ball on the floor. It's just some reach ins, got an N1. But no RJ, no RJ. RJ is the product to this team that is the missing piece of this team. I should have phrased it better. Is a missing piece of this team that I felt like evidently, if you not even were a fan, if you this was like your like if this were like your like second season watching basketball, you would still understand how you're like, why is this guy who's 6'5" guarding Jason Tatum, who is taller than him, more skilled, stronger? I mean, Harden DiVincenzo just can't guard Tatum. When you get back in, I know maybe most likely we'll see him in the playoffs. Most likely, I don't know. Sadly, probably we'll most likely see him in the playoffs. But if we get to playoff time and Harden's guarding Jason Tatum, that just isn't a recipe to success. Jason Tatum's stronger than him, taller than him, more skilled than him. But I mean, Josh Hart's a great defender, but it's like you can't really do a lot. You can't really do a lot with the strength and just Jason Tatum's just so good. But I think RJ would have contained them. Just good defender to put on him. There's some statistics out there about how defenders how offensive players who are guarded by RJ Barrett struggle. So I mean, he's a 3-and-D guy, not a 3-and-D guy. You know what I mean? Like he play defense. Also, he's also very good on the offensive side. He's a two-way type player. Physical game. I don't want to get to that now. Grimes appreciation. Now I could go into a lot of people and give them appreciation, but I want to stick to Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is going to have limited touches, and he knows that. He understands his role. It's to, if you get an open look, you better catch it in. And he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, so he cast them all in. And it was masterful watching him play basketball because it took a lot of the pressure off of Jalen Brunson to think he's going to get every single shot. He's gonna have to do everything by himself. But you have players like Quentin Grimes who you can always trust to pass the ball out to and for him to hit the three. Physical game. That's the last thing I want to talk about. Physical game. And you know what? If it's a physical game, refs, you can take a step back. But the thing is, you pick plays where you're like, I want to take a step back. Like, I need consistency. If you're saying, okay, let's take a step back. We're not gonna let marginal contact. We're gonna let go. But I understand that. But when Julius Randle driving down the lane, he's getting slapped. I guess it's marginal contact. But then you see Tatum do the same thing or Brown do the same thing. they get a foul call. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just needs to be consistent. I'm not saying this is all game on the refs. Even if they made perfect calls to the Knicks, I still think we would have lost. But it just to keep that I want my biggest thing for the refs is just them be consistent. If you want to say, okay, let's these marginal calls, we're gonna make this an old fashioned game. You can say that. Just you gotta stick to your word. If you want to be like, okay, we're gonna call this tight, that's fine. You just gotta stick to your word. That's the biggest thing about these refs. They can go out however they want, but they just gotta stick to their word. They got called the whole entire time. I mean, if in the game where Taylor Jenkins was mad at, if he told Taylor Jenkins, we're gonna call this game very loosely. We're gonna let these bigs really battle down because that's what I think that's what the product is best made for, is letting these bigs battle. And fine, but you're gonna call that the whole entire game. That's the thing. But yeah, have a nice day. Peace out. Let's go Knicks. And I mean, it was just a scheduled loss in my opinion, back to back. Lost steam in the end. But again, we're playing an amazing team. Shout out to the Celtics. A great battle between them. Peace. Have a nice